Good afternoon, morning, evening.
Hello?
I think we have a more appropriate intro for this one. Come on, do it.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic.
Hello!
Hello!
I love it.
My name is Critic.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
For the record, you're not the Nostalgia Critic.
No, we're just saying.
You're fucking crying with laughter.
Word up!
Hello and welcome to Is the Nostalgia Critic. We didn't even decide, like, what angle we were going to take this from.
Is the Nostalgia Critic full stop or question mark?
Is it as good or as bad as they say?
Robert.
Neither.
Well, we're going to get into that, obviously. So we thought we could take this series that we've done a few movies, we've done a few video games. It might be a nice idea to do perhaps a few fellow YouTubers. Yeah, we need some of that commentary attention. So, so we thought, what's more relevant than ever? The Nostalgia Critic.
I'm doing this voice under protest.
Me, huh?
So we have a few rules for this show, right? We got a few golden rules
that we may or may not follow.
Yeah, they're golden rules. They're commandments that we choose to follow or not, depending on how knowledgeable we are on said YouTuber. Of course, we're both intimately familiar with the Nostalgia Critic.
Not that we haven't done our research aplenty.
So, yeah, let me just read off a couple of the rules. So, our assessment in this video is based on a number of things. The most viewed video on the channel, that will be discussed. The latest video that was uploaded from when we recorded this, so their latest video, so we can sort of see, we can contrast, you know, what it was like, the old versus the new.
Yeah, how far they've progressed from humble beginnings.
Our basic understanding and knowledge of what they do, and this is about the content. No personal attacks. This is about content, video.
I think we should start every episode off doing on other YouTubers, doing a hymn or a prayer to those YouTubers that we're discussing.
Ready? We watched, before recording this, to refresh our memories on the Nostalgia Critic, we watched a fair few videos.
Classics.
I suppose we should establish the channel first, if you don't know. The Nostalgia Critic is sort of a character on a channel called Channel Awesome. They mostly review movies. They're sort of a movie pop culture nerd kind of channel.
Yeah. Well, Channel Awesome is lots of people.
Yeah.
All sort of into nerdy.
And this video, it's not going to be talking about any of that recent drama or anything like that. No. It's not even recent anymore.
I mean, it's hard to even wrap your head around that. So let's just focus on his videos.
Yeah. So we're just talking about the videos and the substantive nature of them on their own merits.
Yeah.
Or, you know, whatever else they are.
In a much easier way to describe him, he remembers it so you don't have to.
Yeah, the Nostalgia Critic remembers it so you don't have to.
I remember it so you don't have to.
The reason I wanted to start with the Nostalgia Critic is for one main reason. The other day I stumbled across the Deadpool 2 review.
Yep.
You were infamously a huge fan of Deadpool. You really like the character, you like everything he stands for, so I figured that starting with that video would be a good place to kind of assess this kind of content.
Really? You had to phrase it that way? Oh, just get on with it!
The Nostalgia Critic's gone through a few copyright issues.
Copyright issues?
Yeah. So the drama is, he got fed up with sort of copyright claims and strikes and all this, so he changed his video reviews to not using clips of the movies anymore.
Hold up, let's reel it in a sec.
Okay.
Isn't there a video on Channel Awesome that you are in?
Yes.
Along with Your Movie Sucks.
Yes.
So you have interacted with the Nostalgia Critic himself.
Have I ever told you about the weird way I interacted with him once?
Not really.
I was in a Skype call to organise that video.
Yeah.
With it was me, YMS, and Doug Walker's brother.
Oh.
Who was like, I think it was his brother, who was like the main man on the caller, but you could like vaguely hear the Nostalgia Critic in the background. He was like in the room. It's just a like weird thing that happened. But yeah, can I go back to the Deadpool 2 review now?
Yeah.
So as I was saying, there was a stint of Channel Awesomes that many call the golden era, where he kind of like did these movie reviews without using clips from the movie, but by creating the clips himself with green screens and outfits and costumes. And
the thing is, it wasn't just since then that he's been doing those sorts of skits, you know.
The skits have always been a crucial part of Channel Awesome.
He just cranked it up to fucking overload with the golden era.
Yeah, he kind of would go. His general format is that he talks about a movie by kind of recapping the plot and throwing in his jokes as the plot goes along.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when you don't have the movie to go off, he's kind of like created his own content.
Yeah. Well, let's quickly talk about it was all well and good when he was making these about movies we knew. But then what was the one we went on? Hocus Pocus?
Yeah.
A movie we're not familiar with.
Some 90s Disney movie he reviewed.
And that video was one of the most peculiar experiences I've ever had watching a video.
Well, yeah, because the entire thing is like parody of this film.
Yeah, which if you don't know it, you're just completely fucked. Like trying to comprehend.
Yeah, it's like actual nonsense to you unless you've seen it.
Yeah.
Whereas like a normal movie review is like you go in, and by the end of it, you hope to know slightly more than when you went in to begin with. You know what, like the basic premise of the movie is about and kind of what happens.
But with this video, it was just like... The thing is, with movies we had seen, like the Mad Max one, he'd recreate scenes, but they wouldn't be like the same.
Yeah.
It would be like multiple put together.
Or the Deadpool 2 one as well.
Yeah, and it just makes it so confusing if you haven't seen the actual movie.
Do we want to use the C word?
What's the C word?
Cringe. Do we wanna go there?
I mean,
I'm Deadpool. Not in a review of my movie.
you can't not. Would you agree? No, everyone that's done stuff for YouTube has done something cringy at some point.
Yeah, that's fine.
It is completely fine. And you know what? He puts a lot of effort in.
If I'll give him anything, it's that a lot of work goes into whatever it is that he does.
Yeah, it's like his entire heart, his passion flows into whatever he's making.
They make these like 30-minute epics every like 2 weeks.
Yeah. And I mean, fair play. Don't make it not cringy though.
I take it I have to watch the show to know what this is.
He's a reoccurring character, yeah. I have to stop.
The Deadpool 2 review is like this perfect maelstrom of like all these like cringy fandom ideas kind of converging into this magnum opus of like absolute insanity.
Why couldn't I be in a Freddie Wong video?
Just start killing people!
Compliance.
He takes out bad guys.
It's bonkers. Fucking Rick and Morty walk in, but...
Not so fast, dumb devil. You're the Lion King. Everybody's Kimba the White Lion.
It's
the highlight of the video, probably that Rick and Morty bit.
But my question is he self-aware?
That's the thing, like... I think he most definitely is. He's too self-referential to not be self-aware.
Oh no! An invisible force field impenetrable to Bad King.
You have 2 years to make your movies. We have 2 weeks.
One thing I have noticed with his style of writing is that a lot of the time he like kind of toots his own horn.
Yeah, I noticed that with the Deadpool one. He says like, we don't have the budget. because that's a common Deadpool joke. And then he's like, "Oh, just enough to get good writing and a great suit."
Deadpool! Like the actual Deadpool!
That's right, as close as our budget will allow.
Oh. How close?
Decent costume, clever writing, good-looking guy underneath.
Oh, okay.
Clever writing, good-looking guy underneath.
And while you're looking at the like worst suit you've
Yeah.
ever seen.
It's like, are you joking that because the suit's bad, the writing is bad also? The thing is, I don't want to be mean to him though, because
Neither do I.
I ain't gonna fucking lie. I've watched a lot of Nostalgia Critic videos.
I've seen a fair few myself.
I've seen more.
You have seen
and
more.
that's the tea, bruh.
See, I never was down with the like classic Nostalgia Critic kind of reviews.
No, that guy with the glasses era, like when they were mostly
Yeah.
uploading to the.
I was way more interested in the era when he was just kind of making like statement videos based on a thesis, like because it is Hollywood whitewashing, and I remember him doing a video on that.
Yeah.
And he's done like plenty of informative videos, and the guy like he seems to know cinema somewhat. He's
Yeah.
got pretty well-informed opinions for the most part.
Mhm.
He does like reviews that aren't the whole Nostalgia Critic affair where he's just sat in front of a camera,
Yeah.
just
Much more relaxed.
vlogging, I guess, about movies that he's seen and stuff like that. But he's known for the Nostalgia Critic. That's his character. And I guess once upon a time the gimmick was that he reviewed things that he was nostalgic for or that people
Yeah.
would be nostalgic for. But because he's been doing it for so long, he's actually run out of movies
Yeah.
to do. So now he does just review shit like Deadpool 2.
Yeah, I mean, it was bound to happen at some point.
Yeah.
Can Handman do it?
I'm already sick of you.
Even though we've both seen a fair few of his videos, there are going to be people out there way more experienced in the realms
course,
of
yeah.
Nostalgia Critic. Because, of course, we can't go any further without mentioning his... another thing he's known for is these movies that he's made. These, like, Avengers tier movies.
Avengers tier.
Yeah, because Channel Awesome is, like, this platform
yeah,
for all
yeah.
these different movie reviewers and game reviewers and, like...
Comic book reviewers.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Comedians, epic ranters, Angry
Yeah.
Joe's on there.
Yeah.
So like they did these movies where it was like this celebration of like
Mhm.
their website.
Not only do they have all these different channels, but every channel has their own set of characters,
Yeah.
and they always like intertwine in their different reviews and stuff.
Yeah, it's actually so complex.
Yeah.
They joke about it in the Mad Max review, I think.
Yeah.
There's like this character that just comes in. Was it Mad Max? No, it was Deadpool 2, right?
No, that's right, because fucking Rick from Rick and Morty keeps teleporting in fourth wall
Yeah, that's right.
breaking things.
Yeah, so in like Deadpool 2 review, there's a part where some Nostalgia Critic character comes in and then
Yeah.
someone refers to it as like, oh, I'm only going to understand this if I've been following the series. Yeah, pretty much.
I am Cable Boner.
I take it I have to watch the show to know what this is.
He's a reoccurring character, yeah.
So, I mean, pretty fucking cringy, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like,
There's no other word that's more appropriate.
let's move on to the Mad Max video. The Mad Max Fury Road review.
If you thought the Deadpool one was like crazy.
Deadpool one's like, it's just entry tier.
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing on Mad Max Fury Road Nostalgia Critic review.
Drive!
Worst braces ever.
Just drive!
The most crazy, amazing bulk level fucking
Yeah.
review of the film. That doesn't use a single like clip of it at all.
The problem, like, I am cool with this shit, like his just bonkers, mind-blowing effects. You know?
Yeah, man. These like Freddie Wong, like
It's-
really awesome.
Yeah. But like, it's called a fucking review.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, am I here to to be like laughing? Is it supposed to be? Is it comedy first or is it review first? It's
Or
like
is it
skit.
like story first?
No, but like you can't have one without the other. Like it only exists as a review of a movie, but then like there's no review in the video.
Well, there's a half-hour video, let's say, and 5 minutes of it would be like a review.
It literally takes him 30 minutes to like make the Roadrunner comparison.
Yeah, but
with
it's not even
Fury
that. He
Road.
could have said that at the beginning, but he has these jokes all the way through, and it's like,
And that's my sandwich should have been a man.
Are they meant to be commentary? Because he has this whole like Meninist.
Yeah, the Meninists and the Tom Hardy fanboys.
But like, if it's a Mad Max review, then you should be talking about the movie and not the fan base. I think it's a naming problem, to be honest. False
You think it's like a
advertisement.
marketing issue?
Yeah, because like you said, he used to do videos like of a concept and that sort of thing. Like instead of doing a review of the movie, it's like talking about how people
The reaction, the zeitgeist
react
around
to
the movie.
Mad Max. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, super weird because there is a formula there, but he did break it, I guess, for that kind of video.
Yeah.
Where he's like, he's kind of forced into it by making the decision to create these, like, CG green screen recreations of the movies.
Is the large majority of his audience into that stuff?
I don't know, because whenever the Nostalgia Critic comes up, like online, it's always like, the skits are so shit. But I like the reviews.
Yeah.
But it's like when he
Why
made
does
it
he
so
do
it's
that?
only skit.
Yeah.
You can't.
But I mean, if nobody's asking for the skits, then why does he do them? But the thing, at the same time, I'm so glad that they're there.
Yeah.
Are you guys gay?
Let me ask you a question.
Hit me.
Have you ever laughed with the Nostalgia Critic?
I mean, I haven't been in the same room as him.
No, you know what I mean. Come on, be honest.
I don't know.
You had a pretty concrete answer earlier, if I did remember.
Well, the thing is, I've never laughed at a bit of a skit.
Yeah, they're
But
really doing their job there.
No, but the thing is, you stick around, you know?
Hold
Like-
that thought. This right here is a whiteboard, okay? And to eventually finish the video, we're going to give the Nostalgia Critic a score.
Mm-hmm.
A score that will be sort of marked in stone, that will be the ultimate assessment. So, while we're on the subject of skits, we've got to assign a point value to the skits, because that's a huge part of the Nostalgia Critic formula.
Yeah, for sure.
Is the skit. So what point value? See, to me, I'm thinking around a 75 or so.
Really?
Yeah. I think...
I was thinking more like 112.
See, 112 seems like giving it too much credit. There's more.
No.
There's more.
No, I'm not saying like 150 or something. I'm saying 112.
Okay, let's go
No, because
85.
no, think about it. If they weren't there, would you stick around for the whole video? I'm sticking at 112.
Well, if he was just talking about the movie and was being interesting, then yes.
No, but it wouldn't be interesting without the skits.
It wouldn't be epic.
Yeah, and that is 112 to me.
Let's make it 1,112 and we've got a deal. Come on, sign the papers.
Okay.
1,112 points for the skits. And
not bad.
I do have to mention that the classic Nostalgia Critic intro. What is it again? Oh, that's another thing. No, the song intro,
Oh,
the guitar, that's incredibly valuable.
that is. That's coming in at about 12.
11, yeah.
Okay.
But I meant the "Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it, so you don't have to." That is points galore to me, anyway.
I'm thinking 212.
Make that 412, and that's the deal.
212.
212 it is. So far he's got pretty solid, healthy.
We'll tally it
points.
up at the end, whatever.
Although I will have to take some points away.
Mm-hmm.
An actual negative, because all of these have been positive so far. Negative. That fucking Ernest Saves Christmas fucking video.
Some of his videos can bomb. And I don't mean in terms of views. I mean, in terms of my attention.
There's a movie called Ernest Saves Christmas, apparently. The
Yeah.
Nostalgia Critic has done a video on.
We watched half of it, of his review,
Which I only went on because of the autism joke.
which wasn't in there.
Which wasn't in because it had been edited out, but I did find it on another upload, which I think he's apologised for, so that's cool. and
Yeah, yeah,
everything.
why
That's
not?
the only reason I've watched it. So, I mean...
Minus... Let's go minus 812 for that. Because that is a section of his... And let's talk about the channel.
Minus 812 for... for what exactly? For his Ernest Save Christmas review.
Not just that. The fact that there are videos like that, you know? They're not like...
Boring.
Yeah.
Boring videos. Boring videos. Minus... Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
And can we also... Because this is Channel Awesome as well. Like, if you want the Nostalgia Critic, you got to be subscribed to Channel Awesome.
Yeah.
Another minus.
Minus.
Things that aren't the Nostalgia Critic.
Yeah, so... Recent video, if we're going by that rule, the most recent video that was uploaded to the channel was Tamara's review of Shazam.
Yeah.
Which is like, we only care about Tamara when she's in a classic nostalgic sketch.
Yeah. Maybe if she did videos like him, you know, involving the whole cast.
Yeah, that'd be more like incredible.
With
But
crazy shit just fucking happening. But no, I'm afraid Channel Awesome needs to be finna awesome.
True.
So minus...
I said -1 for that.
I can't agree with that.
So on the train of like these like fucking terrible videos, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about the top 11 Nostalgic Critic fuck-ups part 3. Can you please explain what the fuck this is to people out there?
It's not what you think, first of all. So his Nostalgia fucking 11 fuck-ups or whatever, it isn't like him making mistakes during a skit or whatever. It's his like actual factual errors with his reviews.
In like a Nostalgia Critic format video.
Yeah, in the top, he always does top 11. He never does top 10.
Really?
He always does top 11. But his like literal errors. I'm not gonna lie, I was disappointed by that video.
Yeah, because it sounds like it's going to be him addressing controversial things. Like
You thought that?
I thought it was going to be like him like apologizing for like the autism joke.
Top 11 fuck-ups. No.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was gonna be like top funny like outtakes.
Right. Do you think there are many outtakes?
I mean, he's pretty talented at just winging it, so...
I heard of this wonderful little thing on the internet called Let's Play.
Let's play Bart's Nightmare. I'm sorry we have to go into this, but like... We can't not bring up Let's Play Bart's Nightmare.
So, what video game am I gonna do today? Well, let's try Bart's Nightmare.
Yeah.
In terms of negatives.
I guess he was being a bit experimental with this one. And didn't quite work out.
Alright, I got one life here. You're not gonna fucking kill me, old man. What? How am I supposed to see him coming? What am I supposed to do?
It's literally a Let's Play of Bart Simpson's Nightmare. Some video game.
Yeah.
And it's like 20 minutes long.
No, it's longer than that.
Is it?
I swear it was like
I thought it was
at
like
least half an hour.
Either way, too long
Yeah.
for some Let's Play thing.
That should have been 5 minutes.
It should have been like 1 minute.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have existed.
I'm sorry, Nostalgia Critic, but that one didn't work out in your favour.
Most popular video on the channel is the Shark Boy and Lava Girl review, which I didn't watch, but you said you have. I'm sure it's very funny and
a long
cute.
time ago. I mean,
How was it? Funny as
it's
fuck?
a perfect example of his content, to be honest.
It's like a bad movie that's just asking to be torn to shreds.
Yeah.
Him just going in, classic Nostalgia Critic kind of witty comments, a bit of that fourth wall breaking in there,
Yep.
some costumes, some skits,
Yeah.
all
Hella
sorts of
skits.
like excitement. So that's kind of a good example of a most viewed video.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's like a masterpiece or anything. Or I'm also not saying it's not a masterpiece.
There's no Mad Max Fury Road review.
Oh, no.
So, I mean, that's kind of the whole channel summarized, pretty much. I mean, what is there to even talk about? I mean, he's made hundreds of videos, but like, whatever.
Hundreds.
Thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
I feel like there's a Nostalgia Critic video for every day of the week for a year.
For the rest of time.
Like, he doesn't even make them anymore. They just appear.
What I want to quickly mention is... Get some goddamn soundproofing, please. And a mic that isn't a camera mic.
Distinction goes to the event. Trust me, they're meninist. Sure, a lot of this comes from gotta find an RZ because in Bart's
Not the best production,
No.
but that's also kind of what makes it endearing.
The thing is, if we can do it, Nostalgia Critic can do it. If anyone... everyone should think, if I can do it, then Nostalgia Critic can do it. Because it's true.
Explain what you mean.
It's pretty fucking obvious.
The bum? The bum. I know you want us to talk about the bum.
Yeah. I don't really want to talk about that. No, but he's got characters. He got a lot of characters.
So many that it's actually like stupidly complex.
It's really complex because they're all him. Like he plays them. As well as getting other like actors in to play. The bum. He had a long stint with the bum, didn't he?
If you go back to early Channel Awesome, a lot of their videos are just the bum reviewing movies.
Which is him doing a funny voice and reviewing things, like for the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah. I know of the bum, but I've never seen the
He's
bum.
already got a funny voice, right? That's what he's already like a chipmunk.
No, he's doing like a drunk sort of like
Oh right,
dumb voice.
You know what I mean? Though he's got that chipmunk energy.
No, he's got energy. He's got a lot of energy.
He's got that like God of Sauron like mouth going on.
Don't insult the man.
Yeah, I'll edit that out. So I mean, all in all, is there anything else that makes up Nostalgia Man?
He got energy.
You got energy, chipmunk, movies, skits. So if any of that sounds like, I feel like we've sold a lot of people on the channel. That maybe you've,
Well, the thing is, if you come in here, you already know who he is.
I don't know. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
If you don't know who the Nostalgia Critic is, go check out Channel Awesome right now. You know what I'm saying? That's a goldmine.
Go straight to that Mad Max video first.
Yeah. Unless you're epileptic.
Yeah, don't watch it if you're epileptic.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, I guess it's time to summarize the critic and give him a final rating.
Yeah.
So just to recap, skits and how funny and awesome they are get 1,112 points, which is pretty awesome. The song intro, the guitar riff, down, 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 that's 11 points. His intro, which goes,
Hello, I'm gonna stop.
yep, you know the rest, gets 212 points. But then I'm afraid that's kind of all the positives. Yeah.
We don't have to. That's not bad. Nostalgia Critic's done well.
Unfortunately, minus 812 points.
Big hit.
For boring videos. For fucking awful videos like the Bart video, that Christmas video. Nuh-uh.
Sorry, critic.
Minus 1.5 points for the channel being messy. Things that aren't the Nostalgia Critic being on the channel. It's like The Escapist.
Yeah.
Remember that? Let's Play Bart's Nightmare on its own gets just a minus queen. So let's do some mental math. 5. Yep. I'm going to say roughly 280 points for the Nostalgia Critic. Woo! Pretty good. Honestly, a pretty good show for the Critic. 280 points. Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
I think that's a fair assessment.
You know what? He's been around the block more than once, more than twice, more than thrice, more than 4. He's been around and he knows what he's doing.
I hope we made the Critic proud. Dog.
We may be sounding like we're on our ivory tower, but we made some cringy skits in our days.
Never as cringy as something that he's made, but goddamn, it was up there.
That ain't true. We got something at least equally.
You couldn't even say it. So we just want to congratulate you. Get the Jar Media stamp of approval. 280 points.
Is there going to be a graphic?
Yeah. 280. 280. So that's sort of it, really. Any other final points? Live and let be.
Who do we want to hear from, Alex?
What?
Who do we want to hear from, Alex?
Simon Cowell?
No.
You win the X Factor.
Who else should we do videos on? I'm asking you, not him.
Nice. What other wicked YouTubers should we do it on?
Yeah.
We've got an internal list, but we can always add to that list, change the order, see which YouTuber deserves assessment next.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
Don't be
below.
afraid to comment neither. You know what they say? Hey, comment as king or queen.
Comment us king and queen. Thanks for watching. Go on, say something cool.
Oh.
We're Jar Media, and we are the Nostalgia Critic.